Hey y'all, it's Attorney Bianca Jordan here from brazenlegal.com. The interwebs have had a lot to say about 21 Savage the past 24 hours, so I figured I would hop on here and do a quick video on it. So for those of you who don't know, 21 Savage is a popular Atlanta rapper. And yesterday, a couple hours before the Super Bowl, he was arrested by ICE. So ICE is alleging that 21 Savage is not from Atlanta. Rather, he is a citizen of the United Kingdom, and he entered the United States with a visa in 2005, and he has since overstayed that visa. 21 Savage, his mother is from Dominica, which is one of my favorite countries in the Caribbean. And he, at some point, came to the United States with his mother and his siblings. And so he came with a visa and he since overstayed. And so ICE is now seeking to deport him. However, his lawyer is now arguing that 21 Savage has a pending U visa application and should not be deported. And also they're pushing for him to be released on bond, but ICE is refusing to do that. So I want to just talk real quickly about what a U visa is. So a U visa is available for people of certain crimes. If you are a victim of a crime that happened in the United States, you can qualify for a U visa if you are willing to cooperate with authorities in the prosecution of the person that committed the crime against you. And there are a lot of crimes that qualify. I won't go through the whole entire list, but think kidnapping, false imprisonment, sexual assault, rape, things like that. Those are qualifying crimes. And if you're able to get a U visa, you can actually petition for a family member to get a U visa as well. So allegedly, 21 Savage has one of these applications pending, and so it remains to be seen what ends up happening with his case. I saw a lot of people on Twitter that were asking why he couldn't have qualified for DACA. So it's unclear whether or not 21 Savage even knew what his immigration status was. A lot of children don't know what their immigration status is. All they know is that their parents are bringing them to the United States, and children aren't going to be asking questions like, what is my immigration status? Am I a citizen? Children typically don't even think to ask those questions. So it is very possible that 21 Savage didn't even know that he didn't have lawful status. And if he didn't think that he had an unlawful status, he wouldn't have known to even try to apply for DACA. And I'm not really going to go into full detail about what DACA is. I actually did a video on this 2 weeks ago, so if you'd like to learn more about DACA, you can go look at that video. But there are a lot of things that you have to, a lot of requirements that you have to meet in order for you to get DACA, and it's very unclear whether or not he would have been able to, because one of the things that is at issue is that he allegedly was convicted of a drug offense. So his drug conviction was a federal crime, was a federal conviction, and so that's problematic as far as getting DACA. It's also problematic when it comes to other forms of relief that might be available to him in his deportation proceedings. Forms of relief such as cancellation of removal, depending on what his drug conviction was for. But if it was for anything more than 30 grams of marijuana, that might likely be considered an aggravated felony, which means that he wouldn't qualify for cancellation of removal. Similarly, one form of relief that he might qualify for would have been voluntary departure, which is basically like being deported, except that you're not officially deported. You're basically given a time by which you have to leave the country on your own dime, and as long as you leave the country by that time, in theory, you could leave the country on Monday and apply again to try to come back to the country on Tuesday. If you are deported from the United States, you cannot come back for a period of 10 years. So it remains to be seen what exactly will happen with 21 Savage's case. I'll definitely be following it. But if you guys have any questions you'd like to know about U visas or what other options might be available for someone who is in the same situation as 21 Savage, I'd definitely love to hear them. Follow me on Instagram at Brazen Lawyer and visit brazenlegal.com to learn more about me, my law firm, and how I can help you. Thanks.